All right, guys, it's my censorship update. I know you've been waiting for it. YouTube. Don't pretend that you don't care about them trying to censor my videos. You like my videos. That's why you're here, and you don't want them censoring me. And I appreciate that. I do. I like me and my videos, too. I find myself entertaining. And I'm a really hard critic of comedy. I really am. As a comedian, I'll sit there during comedy shows and be like, this guy's not funny. That's not even a real joke. He's not even really passionate about what he's saying, and it's not even that funny. And I'll just sit there and I'll rate jokes and I'll be like, but actually I like my own videos. So here's the thing. It was already enough drama with me potentially being threatened by lawyers for the interview I did with the angry lesbian feminist. That was fun. It was fun getting that letter and pooping all over it because it was so bad. The update to that, let's update that first, and then we'll go on to the fact that videos are being taken down without we'll get to that. I had emailed the lawyers back to their request saying to take the video down, explaining that if we take the video down, it would just go more viral, and that I could blur her face if they wanted. And they said that was okay. And then they said that's okay, but also censor the comments. And I replied saying I'm not going to censor the comments because it's free speech. But if anybody threatens to kill her or anyone threatening violence, then I'll have those removed. And they said that was fair. So that was it. So there was no more threats from them of any kind after that. That's gone quiet. I blurred her face again because I genuinely didn't want her to be, hurt more. I actually wrote a letter to her that I gave to them to send to her that I thought was quite positive and empowering, encouraging her to be proud of what she said. Not proud, but just not to take it back because it's a perspective, and I think all perspectives should be shared, even if they're offensive to other people. That's what free speech is about. That's what being a mature human being is about, being able to listen to other people's opinions and experiences, even if you don't agree with them. So what? That's freedom, right? So actually, I thought it was a really profound letter, and I honestly don't know if they passed it along to her. I have no idea. And I was actually considering reading that letter publicly to her, hoping she'd read it, because I'd actually be down to do a follow-up interview with her or something like that, because I think it'd be beneficial for everyone. But anyway, that's another story. So, but here's what's happening now. You ready for it? Here's the new exciting news. Are you ready for the big, new exciting news? You ready? I never thought it would happen to me, but maybe a little bit I did, because I know I'm a bit of an a-hole. But it's still a little bit shocking that it has happened to me because I'm such a wonderful person and I'm only spreading love and beautiful things into the world. YouTube took one of my fucking videos down. Yeah. So it's the video where, you're probably watching this because you came from that video. It's a video where I interview a woman that kind of cries because I insisted that men were physically stronger than women, because it happens to be the case. She disagreed. The video was taken down apparently because one of the gentlemen who appears in the video didn't want their likeness to be used in the video, and I obviously didn't have permission from them because they ran in to save their friend from my bullying, from my evil. You can see in the video how terribly abusive and horrible I am to her by insinuating and suggesting and questioning, basically suggesting that men may actually be physically stronger than women overall. You can see the violence that's coming from me, the horrific brutality of my attack on her person. You can really see that they really were just protecting her when they came over and they questioned me about my antics. You can see that. You can see that in the video, guys. I'm not even gonna defend myself because I have been such an asshole and such a terrible person in the video, and I put it up publicly. So there's nothing I can do to defend myself, guys. What's the point? I'm a terrible person for suggesting men are stronger than women. Terrible. There should be cops on the way over here right now. I'm surprised I'm not in jail. I'm amazed I'm walking around as a free man, guys. Look at this. Huh? I'm free. It's amazing. I still have my freedom. Unbelievable. So basically what happened was, during the incident, these guys came over, they did a little story, we had a little argument, they got a little bit in my face, And it was actually quite a group of people. It was 3 dudes and some other women as well. And there might have been a couple other dudes that were in the background, but it was actually a whole group that came over, a whole group, and were, kind of on us, just me and my friend who was filming. And so it was a little bit intimidating. And they insisted that they were insisted I erase the footage. They're like, oh, you got to erase the footage. We want you to erase the footage, and all this. And I could tell that it was going to be much more confrontational, maybe even a fight, if I just went, no, I'm within my rights. We're on public property. I'm filming on public property. There's no expectation of privacy. You came into my shot. I own the footage, and I'm going to use the footage because legally I can. I could have said that, but that might have resulted in, I don't know, them trying to take the camera, them fighting me fighting them, me and my cameraman getting hurt, and one of them getting hurt. Yeah, I'm really good at kicking people. I got good kicks. So if it came to a fight, someone's going to get hurt. I'm a nonviolent person. So I let them believe that I erased the footage when I didn't erase the footage. Very simple as that. And so then, of course, when some of these guys saw the footage and them being a little bit aggressive, they didn't like people seeing that. Well, if you don't like people seeing you getting in people's faces and being aggressive and shit, don't run up to people that are clearly filming with a camera in public. Just a little hint there for anyone out there who doesn't want to be on YouTube. Don't run up to people who are filming. Just saying. It should be common sense, but I figured I'll put it out there. Anyway, so I got a notification from YouTube a little while ago that said someone shows up at this timestamp, and if you don't have written permission for them to appear, as something, you have to do something. You might have to take some action, like blurring their face or taking the video down. It was obviously a computer-generated, maybe even AI-generated letter with no personality, nothing to it, right? It was just very obviously cut and paste. I replied to it saying, how do I know which person to blur? Because multiple people appear at that timestamp. Let me know. YouTube did not reply. And then, sometime later, I got an email from from one of the guys saying, hey, you told us that you erased this footage, and you didn't. Can you please take the video down? I'm sure your YouTube channel will be okay without it. Now, I was considering my reply to this guy. There's a lot of things I could say. I was gonna be nice and mature. Probably. And before I got a chance to reply to him, I was going to blur his face. I was going to do the YouTube stupid tool thing that sucks, and I was going to blur his face, just like I did with the other woman. I had no problem with that. But before I got a chance to do that, guys, guess what happened? YouTube took the fucking video down. That's what happened. They didn't even warn. They didn't send me a warning saying, hey, man, you didn't reply. They didn't say anything. They could have done so many. They could have just been, look, blur his face, or threaten me, or we're going to take the video, something. But they didn't. They just took the video down. It was actually my friend John Keegan, who just messaged me on Telegram going, your video's down. And I was like, what? And there it was. So that's where we're at, beautiful people. That's where we're at right now. And, I wanted to steer the conversation towards censorship in general. And the big problem that we face that I know was a problem. Like I've been ranting about this for a long time. I've been ranting about Facebook being evil as shit for a long time, saying we got to get off there. YouTube hasn't been as evil as long as Facebook, if you ask me. And of course, I'm aware they've been banning and shadow banning and censoring people. And I've always been bitching and moaning and privately being like, we need to get decentralized. We need to get things, not privately. I've actually said it quite publicly. But they weren't coming after me, guys. They weren't coming after me because mainly I was just being a dating coach. And apparently, hey, back in the old days, running around hitting on chicks on the streets wasn't as controversial as me pointing out that men are stronger than women, for example, or having a conversation about rape culture. Yeah, apparently this is much more controversial, which is weird, right? Like having a conversation about stuff, like things that men and women are different at, that's more controversial than me actually hitting on loads and loads of girls who aren't asking for it on camera. You'd think that would have gotten me in trouble, right? But it didn't. So the whole situation is quite ridiculous. Anyway, the big issue is that all these private companies can have whatever rules they want to regarding like when they will or will not censor you or take down your content, and they can or cannot follow their rules at any time. Like, did I do anything unethical? Did I really break any rules? I don't think so. But it doesn't matter, right? depending on the narrative or depending on what's politically correct or their own views or their agenda or whatever, they could just go, yeah, we're taking this video down or we're taking your channel down. And it's become really apparent to me that being on a privately owned platform like this, it just goes against everything that I stand for, especially now that I know what they stand for, which is censorship and oppression. And really just cutting out any voice of reason or good or logic or anything that goes against the sort of the mainstream agenda. You know, we can get into where that comes from in another video that I'm doing soon. Don't you worry. So basically, it's becoming clear that I really shouldn't be putting my livelihood, my business. I mean, this is what I do. To have that in the hands of a third party that can just at some point, any point, just go, nope, we're taking this video down. Nope, we're taking your channel down. That's just stupid. It's just stupid. So it's no good. So once again, I'm going to be really honest with everybody out there because that's kind of my policy. That's kind of what I'm about. I will continue to put YouTube videos up using YouTube because there's more traffic on YouTube and I can build my following more on YouTube. So I'm going to do that. But at the same time, I want to get a conversation going with you, all the people who are sending me love and watching my videos. Thank you so much. I love every one of you fuckers. I'd like us all to figure out together as a community, as well as reaching out to other YouTubers and other content creators who have been or are currently being censored. Where should we go? I know there's a lot of alternatives. I spoke about this on my Sunday sermon. The ones that seem to make sense are Steemit it has some problems. I am on Steemit. DTube, it works. It's not, you know what I mean? It works. It's got some glitches in it. It's okay. I like this platform called bit.tube. I've backed up all my content there already, guys, which is good. It seems to work pretty well. It doesn't have a huge user base, but there is a user base. And I know Luke Rutkowski says he's on there now, and he likes it a lot. Jordan Peterson actually has officially gone to that platform. So it's got some heat behind it, and I like it. I like it a lot. It works really well. It looks good. I think it's pretty cool. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, is there another platform that should be using, that could be using, that's on the blockchain, preferably, that's really good, where I can express myself and not be worried about being censored? I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think I should do? Where do you think I should go? Where will you follow me? I don't want to lose you guys. I don't want to lose. I love you guys so much. I really do love all my fans. So, but seriously, has anyone seen the evil dystopian future they're trying to create where they just control the narrative on everything? Is anybody else seeing this, or is it just in my imagination? Is it in my imagination? As I think it's real. I think it's happening for real. I don't think I'm crazy here. Anyway, I'm also in the process of leaving Facebook. Does anyone know an alternative for that? I know there's a site called minds.com. Not that many people are on it. There's a big relaunch happening of Anji.social. It's now become SoMe. So that's supposed to be good. So I don't know if it will be, but that's supposed to be potentially good when the new version comes up. But if anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. I want to know what the hell is going on. I just want to be able to go out there and do all my crazy social experiments and talk to people and push buttons and get people waking the fuck up because it's so much fun. And I want to be able to put the footage up without being messed with. And that's my goal. Yeah, I'm also curious, would you have done the same thing I did in that situation? When those guys came up and they're getting in my face and they're like, erase the footage. Would you have told them to go suck a dick and maybe gotten into a fight? Or would you have just been like, yeah, cool, bro. Yeah, we got you, dog. And just gone along with it? Because that's what I did. I think I did the right thing. At the time, I think I did the right thing. Maybe if I had more muscle, guys, huh? Maybe then I'd be willing to fight. If I was more muscular. All right. That was a reference to one of the comments. One of the joke comments. Okay. So that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. This was just a rant. But I really feel like all the content creators really need to come together and just back each other up. I think a lot of that's already happening. And just let's all go somewhere together and make a big, happy family elsewhere. Is it BitTube or is it somewhere else? All right. Obviously, please follow me on some of the alternative platforms that I've listed below, just in case they nuke my ass. Hope it doesn't happen. Okay. See you later.